guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Kimber. I go by Kimber. We talk about whatever comes up. Intuition is very important. Here I talk a lot about I love this setup. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I ask the wise angels to guide me always to use this deck for the greatest good to others with wisdom and compassion. So either this eclipse, this full moon, really drained you, and you're at a point now in this moment at the time that you watch this video, you have come to like a full stop of having to really see the person that you are, that you've become. It's almost like this feeling of when you look in the mirror, you don't even recognize who that person is anymore because, you know, you've just had to do what you had to do, had to come into an understanding, come into acceptance of yourself and the relationship that you had built with yourself. I'm getting a lot of identity transformation, as you can tell. I went a little extreme, I think, but I fucking love it. And it took me hours. I haven't slept. Well, okay, I did, but I didn't sleep till like 6 in the morning. Just cutting my hair, dancing, flowing, listening to music, literally shaking my ass. It has been just about vibes. Scorpio, we just be chilling, man. This is Scorpio vibes, I feel like. I feel that this video is specifically for our Scorpios. Shout out to our Scorpios. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, first of all, you're loving yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're putting things in the front. You're putting yourself in the front. You're putting yourself in the center. You're putting yourself in the center of it all. Of everything, the King of Cups. I just said the King of Cups, didn't I? I just said the King of Cups, right? Heavy Scorpio energy. Emphasizing that very, very loudly as the Devil, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Of course, the devil always finds its way in everything, every situation. Sometimes we have to break away from all of those little vices, you know, that kind of like gets us in trouble with the King of Cups. Emotions flowing, thoughts running. It's a feeling of not having control. Okay? Just be watchful with that. We could have a tendency to be very extreme. Hello? I just shaved my head. What the fuck? I absolutely love it. With the 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, I'm getting a lot of this transformation energy. You guys are just blooming from the inside. From the inside. I don't know what movie that was from. Okay, the 7 of Cups. Okay, dreams, crazy dreams, intense dreams. Some of us not sleeping, smoking a lot, and not dreaming. But then you're like, who needs sleep? That explains a whole lot and why I stayed up till 6 in the morning. Because you guys are like, why? Who needs sleep? You can sleep when you die. Whoops. Like, we got shit to do. We got things and people to think about. We have to save the day. The Judgment card. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of like saving, coming toward a situation, coming toward a person and saving them from something. Who knows? That can mean anything, anything, anything. I'm really loving this energy. Like I said, I didn't sleep till 6 in the morning. I was up, smoking, dancing, flowing. And when you are in your flow and just dancing it away, there's nothing there, absolutely nothing. But what comes from it? Clear mind, clear focus, concentration, calm body. Because you have now released all that have kept you from becoming the person that you see in the mirror now. You guys always just come back out stronger, resilient. I always say this about Scorpios. You guys go through shit. And no one really understand you as a person more than you understand yourself. Anything that you go through, you go into it more in depth because you have to. What the fuck? You're Scorpio. Like, you're almost like looking at all of us like, how do I not go into this in more depth? What do you think life is about? Are you crazy? And it's funny how we look at Scorpios like they're so mysterious and suspicious and so much secrets. Why does a Scorpio even like think about a lot the Moon and the Death card. A lot. People depend on you guys for everything, because you guys are so emotionally resilient. You're more than capable of having to handle emotions like no other, because you don't mind going into depth. You don't mind digging in more and more. Nothing scares you. You're fearless. Damn. Clearly, I went pretty fucking extreme here. You know, I didn't like it at first. I started freaking out. I had this picture right in front of me. I was looking it up on Pinterest, and I just put that picture up, like, okay, just needed to get inspired, and then boom, took the scissors. I don't fucking know, for hours. King of Swords, like I said, you guys always come back out stronger, braver. You guys are unstoppable. I think of like a bow and an arrow. Shoot your shot, and you always get it. And the time that you're supposed to get it, because, well, everything takes time. Anything of value takes time. Takes time to grow and know and understand and feel, and then you create whatever it is that you put your attention on when you have so much emotions coming at you once. You're so overwhelmed that there's really no way in talking to anybody right now. That's just the mood. Don't talk to me. I have nothing to say. What is there to say? What do you mean? It sounds pretty dark to me, the Nine of Swords. How can you ask me not to think about this? How can you tell me that I shouldn't go into depth of things? Life is about depth, transformation. Like I said, the King of Wands, creativity, you create. Just flowing last night, dancing, not caring about anyone or anything, because your focus is so sharp. You keep it at a place where you're able to manage your emotions and also use your emotions to go and save people. Manage your emotions so that your energy is also there. And the energy that you bring in the room is one that is very soft and slow. Let me think about this for a minute. Give me a minute. When someone asks you a question, you cannot answer right away. That's just not how you work, man. You ask a Scorpio a question, they never have an answer because, well, it's everything. Whoops. It's too many cards. It's everything. I'm just getting a lot of that. I'm saving you, saving wanting to just save everybody, the world. I have my coffee, my water, my stones. I got my pillow. Ace of Swords. The Sun, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles. After having to feel the burdens, after having to feel the hurts, the sacrifice, you come to a stop where you feel stuck, but somehow you have this power to transform that into something bigger. And it's this constant cycle of you having to face something very deeply, because that's just how Scorpio works. We just feel very deeply, we create very deeply, we connect very deeply. If we don't connect deeply, then there is no depth, then there is no purpose, then there is no meaning, value, importance. Yes, it takes time for me, but that's because everything has to build up in time. Everything is in time and place. You cannot rush things. We cannot rush things. When we rush things, where is the glory? Where is the fruitful? Where is the bountiful? There's nothing that we see more in this world unfolds very clearly in front of us when there's no sense of steadiness, there's no sense of like calmness. We have to get to we have to allow ourselves to stand with a strong mind. It's like you waking up every day and the first thing that comes to your mind is, I have to do today. All right? Table just moved. I have to do today. So what do I have to be today? Not just for me, but first of all, it's not just for me. I have to be this person, and I have to hold and embody this character all day, embody this energy all day, not just for me, but for them also. I mean, especially for them, because I want to be able to inspire. I want people to look at me and tell me and see how inspired, you know, and I want people to look at me and be like, dang, I want to be just like that person. You're here to inspire people. There is a sense of alchemizing. You just alchemize as you go. You do it so elegantly. That's a word, right? Okay. The Magician and the Sun, I'm getting, this is the alchemy that you have allowed yourself to be. Something happened because you were the one that asked for it. And in the moment that you asked for it, and the time that you did with that intention that you put in, what did you get out of it? You. I love it. the Queen of Cups and the Moon. I'm saying you, the Moon, the Queen of Cups. Didn't these two cards come up earlier? I don't even remember. Guys. Also very much attuned with this energy. I am also a Scorpio moon, and so just like any other Scorpios, the feeling that we take in, we also take very seriously, intensely, sometimes by choice. It's like having to put up that do not disturb sign, you know. Let me take my time. I've been rhyming a lot lately. You know that once you start rhyming, the moment you start rhyming and it just comes to you, that's when you know you're just really tapped into your divine energy. And that's a beautiful thing. I think it's something to really appreciate about yourself. It's a gift. You've made yourself that way. You have made yourself that way. The Moon also. As I say that, the Devil card came out. The Moon also. Excuse me. Exactly. I was still trying to say something and you just keep distracting. Distractions. And I think the distraction that I'm speaking about, well, you know, you can't go to bed, you can't eat, you're cleaning, you're organizing, you're cutting your hair, you're changing identity, you are pacing around the house and trying to look for something to do, trying to organize something even though you have already organized it. Because we are sitting right in the middle of our subconscious. And you see everything from there, even more. So that's why you gotta put up that do not disturb sign, because let me take my time and let me just get away from everybody. And I think that right now, everybody is in this hermit mode. We're hiding. We're hiding because we know we need to, and not because of the other reasons, like someone getting offended because you said no, you just don't want to be around people right now. Do not disturb sign. The do not disturb sign is going to be up there for a while, you know. I will just be in my robe and drinking my tea, drinking my coffee, smoking my weed, taking a whole bunch of edibles. Hey, I'm with you. Although I don't have some right now. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Do not disturb sign. I'm just trying to make light of things on my own. Such a Scorpio energy. Let me just figure this out, but like by myself. So please do not disturb. I'm trying to find my way out of things by having to keep myself, my mind, and my, sorry, it's annoyingly, obnoxiously loud. Just trying to keep my mind steady in all of this. I don't want you to see me in this way I'm getting. Let me just handle it on my own, whatever it is that is coming to surface, and then we can talk about it when I'm ready. And then the Scorpio is like, I'm never going to be ready to even tell you. Like, there's not a time, but I'm never ready. What do you mean? Moving in silence, building in silence, that's beautiful. Sometimes we just have to keep things to ourselves and not say so much of our plans and our goals and our thoughts to anyone, you know? And then when I am ready to express it, and I'm going to, that just came flying out, the Ace of Cups. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of this alchemy, doing the inner work, and not just the inner work, but really fully 100% going, like, growing spiritually as you go through this progress, you go through this process of like becoming someone stronger, braver. Sometimes, every time I do a reading, the devil always, you know, shows its presence, making his presence known. And it's because you having to alchemize, you having to stay true to yourself and resting and doing the necessary, taking care of your body and your mind and your soul. The attraction that comes with that is very strong, even more stronger than you having to alchemize this life, this relationship you have with yourself, this relationship you have with someone. Anytime there is a strong, deep connection that you feel, you're trying not to get distracted, because you know that you'll probably end up doing the things that you're not supposed to do, because you know it'll get you in trouble, whatever that means for you, however you want to define that. It's funny too, because when we see a Scorpio, we think sometimes automatically how cold this energy could be, you know, how cold we can be. And I think the reason behind that is because we're also trying to set boundaries on our vulnerability. Not everyone deserves to hear our vulnerability. It is to be valued. It is to be appreciated, because I've worked my ass off to be this resilient, to be this emotionally intelligent. Damn. I mean, in the world that we live in, that's hard to keep up with. in this me versus it's me against the world, also having to, you know, value my vulnerabilities and not shut off completely, because that is the part of me that makes me me. That is the part of me that helps me bring my personality out there, alchemizing, becoming this character, right? The Empress card, I'm getting a lot of this feminine energy also that comes with that vulnerability, I think. That's coming up very strongly. The Empress card, excuse me. I'm feeling the vibes right now, you guys. I love you. Feminine energy. That is to value. Feminine energy, that is to value. It is of importance. And as a man, it is also to value. Just putting that out there. Just trying it out there. Four of Cups. When we're not able to show our vulnerability, especially for men, we have this tendency, you guys have this tendency to be very like, you can't help but to keep that armor up when you're feeling extra sensitive, and you don't want to come off too sensitive, because you also want to be that protection for everybody, and embodying your vulnerabilities and having to lean toward more of the feminine energy. You tend to criticize yourself because you don't want people to see you as someone who is weak, you know? That's very strong. It's very heavy. Very heavy. Yeah, because you're over here like, I am the man of the house here. I should be able to keep things and have to manage them, you know? So yeah, I need to put up the do not disturb sign, and just to need my time. Excuse me, I dropped a card. Eight of Swords, exactly. I have my part in it also, and I can't give my all if I don't take a couple of steps back and look at myself and look at these emotions very deeply in depth. Because as a man, I too have feelings and emotions, and I would really appreciate it if I were to be understood in that way. I'm still being sympathetic. I'm still being putting my heart out there also, but know that I am wired to protect. I can't always be moving and carrying my vulnerability in the way you want me to. That's beautiful. And as the Empress card, as the woman, women are like, but I need you. And like, come over. Ten of Pentacles, Justice card, the Ace of Wands. You're like, but I thought you loved me. But like, I thought you said that we're cool. I thought we good. I thought you said you wanted to smoke some weed today. And then the men are like, bitch, if you don't. Just kidding. You guys are speaking very loudly. Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Dreams are at a high at this time, I think. A lot of commitments coming your way. Commitments that you're able to handle now and look at it and be like, yo, I think I can. I feel a little bit more powerful now. It's almost like I'm fearless. You used to be in this position of having to sit in the middle of everybody and everything, and then you're having to decide what is right for you and what is not right for you, and anything that is not right for you, eliminate. Eliminate. Because what I want is the family. Family is a priority. Because what I want is to save the world and to inspire and to keep creating whatever it is that I want to create every single day. Every day is a new day. I want the whole package. And you're in a position in your life right now where you feel that those decisions have to be made on your own. Very independent. And it's also having to cut you off of like that pattern of having to depend on people. You know, you're tired of having to depend on people. Like, you're a Scorpio, you can do anything. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I am the alchemy of my life. I am the creator of my life. I am able to transform pain into emotional intelligence, into a more stronger sense of self. Whoa, that's very deep. We just went there. I just dropped some cards. I love this alchemy energy that I'm feeling. That to me can mean anything. It's defined. It's like, okay, if I'm gonna do this on my own independently, then I might as well go head on. I might as well do the whole damn thing. Learn the lessons, accept my mistakes, face my mistakes, get rid of any slime, poison, get rid of anything that doesn't make me feel good about my emotional stability. That's beautiful. And this is where vulnerability comes in. And you use your vulnerability as your power, as your weapon, but you use it in a way to, to stay soft, but at the same time have very strict boundaries. Sometimes when we get overlooked by so many, that kind of diminishes a very big part of us that we value very much about ourselves. And that's that foundation that, we we build every single day when we wake up, from the time we wake up, you know. It's like, not only am I getting overlooked, but are you telling me that all of this thinking, all of this having to look at things in depth doesn't mean a thing? And then you feel not valued. I get that. Anything that does not serve you, does not benefit your emotional needs, your emotional wants, your emotional stability, anything that does not water that part of you, you're having to get rid of. You're coming to a stop, to a position in your life where you're having to really delegate and making the wisest decision, because your emotions can get the best of you. Sometimes the decisions you make is the one getting you in trouble, because you just cannot control yourself. And so that's why you create so much. Every day is a day to create with you guys. Ace of Wands. Every day is a new beginning of things. Every day is a new beginning of something. This is the buildup that you create within your world. I like that energy a lot, actually. Thanks. This is why I love doing this. Because it's for you, homie. The Sun card. Remember who you are. Remember that your light is important too. And you feel the need to shut that off and want to shut that off because you don't want to seem too much. It's like, ladies, it's like this. When we are feeling good about ourselves, but we don't want to wear too much makeup, because then that will just show everything. And we don't want to be everything, and we don't want to shine too much. We don't want to let our light be shown too much, because by wearing makeup, it accentuates and even more emphasizes your features. And not just the structure of your fucking face, but I'm saying like the features. The features. You know what features? We don't want to wear that. We don't want to wear too much makeup, because that makeup will make us look even more than we already feel. So let's just tone it down a bit. You know, it's like going into work. Sometimes, ladies, we don't want to wear makeup because it's too much. We just want to have a chill day. It's like a fucking joggings and big t-shirt day. You know what I mean? No makeup day. Hair messed up. Like, we're good. Like, inside we feel capable, possible. We feel strong inside. We don't need any more makeup. It's just like, this video I posted on my story of me with a filter, and then one without a filter. You don't need a filter. Baby, you're good. Fabulous. You are the Queen of Cups. And I would suggest wear makeup, wear that eyeliner, put on that blush, put on that highlighter, wear it. Because you deserve to be seen in the way that you should. That's what's coming up. The Empress card and the Queen of Cups. So, very heavy feminine energy. Feminine is overwhelming. Feminine is liberating. Feminine is wild and extreme, like my hair, you know? Feminine is everything you want it to be, because it's you. Because it's you. You're unique, authentic you. Feminine could also be masculine. And masculine could also be soft. And I think soft is masculine too. So, thank you, Scorpio, for explaining that to me 100%. Thank you, Scorpio. When I think of Scorpio, I automatically think of Wednesday. You know? Just dark vibes. Just straight up, this is who I am. And whatever comes out of my mouth, there you go. It's not to make you feel intensely, but if you feel intensely, cool, man. Then we feel intensely together. Even better. God damn. You gotta find you some Sagittarius friends. You gotta find you a Sag that will, like, dang, that's a very intense energy in one room. Because I feel like the Scorpio, you know, it's your subconscious. When I think of Scorpio, I think subconscious. Like, you just are. You're everything. You're just everything. And then Sagittarius just wants to step in and be that fire, be that energy for you, because they choose to be it for you. And it somehow works. It balances itself. Two energies coming together. It alchemizes it. You mix those two energies in a cup, it's like you're alchemizing. You're making something happen here. You're creating something. We don't know it yet, but it's coming. We're creating something here, and I don't know what it is, but we will find out with the Queen of Wands, because I'm capable and I'm possible again. With all the animals around you. You know that feeling? When a hummingbird comes your way, that's a strong message. You know what I mean? When you're around animals and you start attracting animals, all of them, birds, cats, dogs, lizards, little ladybugs, you know what I mean? Like, all types of birds just coming your way. Because you've turned yourself into, like, you've turned yourself into what's the word? It's like having to build your own home. And not just the home, you know, that you're in, but the home that you've built within your inner world, that kind of home. And once you're settled in, once you've had manifested everything into your home, you know, it's like as soon as you feng shui, as soon as you clean, as soon as you clear up your closet, as soon as you clear up your closet, as you clear up your mind, everything just is coming at you very fast and very clear at the same time. You're having to manifest all the abundance back into your life because you are allowing yourself to open yourself up to that. And you're feeding your subconscious with all of its glory, your pain, your suffering, your vulnerabilities, your coping mechanisms, your defense mechanisms, your heartbreaks, all transformed into the world, you having to manifest everything and come right at you, all laid out for you, because that was your willingness to like grab what is meant for you. The Nine of Cups, being it your happiness, your fulfillments, your wish fulfillments, your love for life, your love for your life specifically, especially. Your love for the life that you've been working for. Six of Pentacles, I'm sorry. I like spaced out for a second. I have anything written down here. By now, I feel like the sluggish feeling that you're getting, the body, exhaustion. You're probably one like, what sleep? What exhaustion? I'm just going. I'm just living the dream. Good. That's awesome. That's great. It's like what I said about not having to sleep. You don't need sleep. You sleep when you die. I'm living my dream. What are you talking about? What sleep talk do you mean? The Seven of Cups. That dream drop. Seven of Cups, dream job, starting up your business, your own little business, how small it is, because everyone starts from the bottom and then they work their way up, right? With the Eight of Pentacles. what's the point of the journey when there's no meaning? What is the point of your destination when you don't enjoy the journey, when you don't enjoy the process of it all? The journey is the process, and that is what is to be valued more than where you're heading, because you just never know. With a 7 of Cups, it's like anything can happen. What do you mean? I can't just settle. No time for complacency. This is a time for me to discover. Scorpio always having to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. You just don't stop digging. So you're like everywhere in one place. Again, with the 9 of Cups. Wherever you are, there's complete happiness, 100%. Complete fulfillment, complete satisfaction. It doesn't matter where you are, who you're with. As long as it's in you, your foundation, your home, you having to manage your emotions and how resilient you are, how resilient you're becoming, or you just are. You are. What I was saying about like digging and digging and digging, because you have that capability of having to manage emotions well, like no other. You're like, well, why not? Let me just go into that. Like, you open more doors. You're like, okay, let me see what's in it. It reminds me of the movie Monsters, Inc. With all of those doors. It all comes to you. So many opportunities. So many but you're like, no, I'm good here. I'm always good here. There is no other place but here, is what you are saying. Like, what do you mean I have to make this decision now? I can't just rest. I need to rest. I feel like I took notes and had put it on my phone. Just am trying to remember. One of the things that I had written down here, it says manifesting, the Emperor, 2 of Swords, manifesting so much more just by simply being yourself. As like I was saying about Scorpios, they just are, they're everything, just by just being themselves. You get more out of that by being yourself. You know, it's you're attracting who you are, the law of attraction. The more you accept yourself for who you are, despite all the flaws, despite all your guilts and mistakes, despite all of your sadness, depression, despite of all of the uncertainties, despite all of the decisions you have made, bad and good, despite your ugliness, your vices, despite your bad habits, your distractions, your overindulgence when you don't need to. Despite all of that, you come to an acceptance of who you are, and you transform into this beautiful, strong, independent person that you are. Even more stronger every single, it's like 10 times more, you know, every time you always come back out of it looking and feeling really good about yourself. You just are. And so when you do that, when we do that, when we come to a full stop and we just tell ourselves, like, I love myself and there's no one I'd rather be but to just be myself. That's how law of attraction works. You come to a stop and then you are able to see everything unfold in front of you in the way that it's supposed to and the time that you're supposed to see it. Cause like, bro, you asked for this, man. You know, when you like, you sit with yourself and you have a talk with yourself and then you ask and then you just live life after that and then you forget, oh, I asked for this, cool. But like, we have to also pause and appreciate the things that we have given ourselves. When there's no sense of like self-appreciation, there's no sense of appreciation to others. There's no sense of like compassion and kindness to others when you're not kind and compassionate toward yourself. It's just as simply as that, you know. That's Scorpio. Simply, we're just simply intensely fucking deep. So like, get over it. The devil always makes its way back, showing his presence. Like I said, law of attraction, be careful who you attract. You know that when you start feeling like you're becoming the person, when you feel like you are really becoming the person that you've imagined yourself to be, you know, not only are you attracting good, but potentially, not only are you attracting good, which is great, positivity, right? People actually looking and people watching you and seeing you really thrive and becoming and understanding and being seen as you are. And then there are the ones that really don't see you for the person that you are and only wants to see you for the person that they want you to be, out of control, because there is no sense of self-control on their part. So just be very vigilant with that. Your shine could be too bright, that it also attracts what is not right. Rhyming. It's crazy. Been rhyming. I have been rhyming, and then I had this epiphany, like, once we start rhyming, you just be in the flow of things, the flow of divine, especially feminine divine energy with the 9 of Cups. Manifesting. It's a whole package. I'm also getting a lot of mama energy. Time to really appreciate the things that our mothers have done. Our mother has put in also, and it's time to appreciate our mamas, even though they have been a dick. I shouldn't use that word. But even though your mom has been a fucking dick, and have not appreciated you for the person that you've become, that's hurtful. That part can get very deep. Just as much as Scorpios look at things very deeply. And if anything, your mother is that person that can cut right through you easily, simply, more than anybody that you know in your life, more than anybody in this lifetime. Your mother, your own mother, can cut you very simply and easily. But if you're one who appreciates your mother, who bonds and connects and reconnects with your mother, and who stands at a place with your mother where you have a wonderful relationship, and then you come running back to going back to the hermit mode, because it is what we do best. We're just so highly intuitive when we're tapped into our feminine energy, and our mamas know this. Mamas know everything. Their instinct is the only thing, really. And sometimes when that gets too overwhelming, we go into hermit mode, because we too need our time in our robe with some coffee or tea and a smoke with that do not disturb sign up. Guys, thank you for letting me do this reading, and thank you for stopping by. I will see you very, very soon. You can also find me on Instagram. I will go ahead and put all of that info down in the description box. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been an amazing read, general, and I hope that it resonated with some of you. And if not, I hope that something came to light. Scorpios, so strong. You're lovely, sweetly. You're saving us right now, or you're not. You're being creative, or you're being destructive. It's a choice, really. So if you choose to subscribe and like, that's awesome too. And if you choose to not have a good day, that's okay. If you choose to have a really amazing day, that's even better. And if you choose to not do anything and just rest, that's absolutely 100% okay. And if you choose to just go and always be on the go, then you're a hero, and we love you for it. All right, guys, I'll see you later.